I'm still waiting.
Pop a top and pour a pint. It's time for the Spit or Swallow Beer Review with your hosts, Shagdog and Jammer. We're diving into the frothy depths of hops, malts, and barley, unearthing truths one brew at a time. Remember, every sip tells a story, and every comment, like, share, and subscribe continues to write ours. So, let's raise a toast to the world of beer, banter, friends, and family. Cheers!
That's right, people. Jammer in the house.
And Shagdog. Classic sound effects for a classic beer review.
Yeah, the Spit or Swallow Beer Review, people. I got a little something for you, Shagdog. I got Lagunitas little something, smooth and silky IPA out of Petaluma, California. 7.5 ABV. Gets a 93 on the BA.
Wow, I got a little something too. You want to be starting something? I'm going to be starting something. I got Yuengling traditional lager. I've had the 6-pack for a while. It's skunky because it's a 6-pack. That's why I still got one left because I didn't want to drink it. But it's the only beer I got left to chill.
I tell you what I want, what I really want.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
I want what? I want
I really
little
want
something.
Something. Jammer, this one gets a Beer Advocate score of 78. I think it went up since last time I reviewed this one.
Oh, wow.
American Amber Red Lager, 4.5% ABV. This one is definitely going to skunky because it was skunky when I bought it, so I know it's going to be skunky.
Well, this one is yellow golden, and it glows like sunshine, buddy. Let me tell you. Look at that, glowing like a sunshine beam shooting through the sky, right? Overall, the head is like a 3-finger head. I don't know if you see that. 3 fingers,
Yeah,
almost 4. Overall, I'm thinking to myself, that head isn't going to dissipate anytime soon. So I'm just going to go ahead and sniff it. Oh, yes, it has a fruity, hoppy wonderland of citrusy grapefruit. Maybe a little orange. Definitely a touch of pineapple. Make my mouth water. With a floral, piney undertone. It's going to be interesting. I hope I'm not disappointed. Especially with the citrus and the pineapple, those type of things that are there. And I'm anxious to try it. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in. You go ahead and give us your description of yours there, Shagdog.
Oh, yeah. Well, green bottle, 6-pack, open to a lot of lights, and I can smell the skunk off this one already, but you get a little bit of lager, typical traditional lager, but if you're going to buy the bottles of Yuengling, I recommend buying it in a 12-pack. It's enclosed, no lights get into it. And a can's even better, or on a keg.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, it's a little skunky, but I do get the traditional corny, traditional lager from England and a little bit of skunkiness. A little bit of maltiness to it, but there is a little bit of skunk, grassy skunkiness. So there you go. It's a bad batch because of lights. Yeah.
Well, Shagdog, mine gives a nice burst of hop forward, juicy citrus and tropical fruit type flavors. There's a slight twang in there, right as you're drinking it and you're about to finish it, like a little twang.
Yeah.
But overall, it's pretty refreshing and full-bodied. It's 7.5 ABV, so it's nothing to snub your nose up. As easy as it is to drink it, at 7.5, that's pretty darn good. It's very easy to drink. Very silky smooth, as the can indicated. Smooth and silky, And I agree with it. It is smooth and silky. And in general, it has that citrus, piney flavors with a little like pineapple tropical fruit. Over to you, Shagdog.
Right now. Smiley face. Someone asked me from New York how I'm doing down here. That's what I'm doing. Beer reviews. I sent him tried to send him a Kamala thing, working at McDonald's joke type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't go through though for some reason. Facebook probably blocked it.
Ah.
What's really weird is on StreamYard right now is I can't even change the color of our Jammer Shagdog name tags. There's no color tab showing up.
Let's see.
Maybe they got it set now. You got to do it before you go on or something. Or maybe it's always been like that because I never tried to change the color. I don't think during the episode. Yeah. Oh well. That's fine and dandy. Yeah, I mean, not as much skunk on the taste as the smell, so that's a good thing. A little caramel, maltiness, slight corniness, slight hop, very, very slight hop, and a very, very slight grassy skunkiness, but not real bad, though. So what would I give this? I'd give it a straight up C and a swallow. I'm going early. We're going deep and going early.
Going deep, huh?
Just like the girls go deep during a water pool. We're going deep.
Well, they do have...
Oh, that's weird. That's a weird one. Hey, did you find a color? Or Oh, you're on the edit part. Okay. That's something new then. The preview? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's something new they got now. Okay. Hope that doesn't screw up the whole. I was going to go red since you got red on your can and I got red on my label. So that's okay. You go whatever you want. Orange for Halloween. There you go. Yeah, forgive us, folks, if you saw a different video for a long time waiting to go live. We screwed up and we did the video and we never hit live. I say we because
he wants to share the responsibility of the fact that I fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, Jammer was busy doing some special effects during the intro that he was trying out for like second or third time and forgot to hit live apparently. I don't know. Go live.
I'm surprised. I mean, I'm doing an intro. You would think it would be live.
Are you surprised when we saw the live? We didn't see the live tab. How many minutes we've been on?
I pushed live, and then I went to do the tab where because you can't. They say, "Do you want an intro video?" But it doesn't show the videos you want to choose. It only shows certain ones.
Oh, because you have to scroll them up. You can pull them up from the bottom.
Yeah, I scroll them up, and I still get the same ones over and over again that only so many will show. It won't show them all.
That's weird.
So, unfortunately, I clicked on it, and I thought we were live, and I started the video. So,
anyhow, yeah, when you can hold down on the left mouse button and pull those videos to the top of that. So the ones on the bottom. I tried
that.
Did it work?
No.
Oh, it works for me.
It kept flipping back to the first few.
Oh. I don't know what to tell you then.
Anyway, Shag Dog, I'm going to give my grade on this.
Hey, let's do a top 10 after this.
You want to do a top 10?
Scary movies, scary villains, whatever you want.
Drinking what? Just anything?
No, I mean, continue this video with it. I don't have nothing left.
Okay. You out of beer?
Well, it's bedtime for me. It's noon.
Shag Dog's out of beer?
I have an old beer in the fridge, but I got to get to bed, man.
So do I, my friend. So do I. Obviously, you don't give a shit about the beer review because you just want to give up.
I'm concerned about our careers.
There is no career.
Our jobs. How about that?
Yeah, I don't think we will.
I mean, at least you have a nice little Oriental girl working with you. I don't have no nice Oriental girls. Oriental, Asian.
Asian.
Hey, China.
In fact, for her birthday, they do this birthday celebration. Everybody gets together, brings something, and we sit down and eat and all that stuff. Well, she brought in for her own birthday egg rolls,
Oh,
and they were really good egg rolls.
were they homemade or?
Homemade egg rolls. Yeah.
Wow.
She made them just before she arrived.
See, my mother always wanted me to get a Mexican girl so she could make Mexican food for my mother, but an Asian girl would work too. They could cook Asian food. Yeah.
Yeah, could have been making
no grasshoppers or scorpions.
chicken and broccoli stir fry,
No cats either. Although every once in a while, a good cat is very tasty. Better than crickets.
Well, you know what they say, tiger got its tail, right?
Yeah.
Or you got a tiger by the tail?
Right.
At least Buck Owens said that, right?
It's like catch a tiger by the tail. My mother and your mother were hanging up clothes.
Hey, let me just tell you right now.
Mother right in the nose. What color was the blood? Did you ever do that one?
Buck Owens used to say it, I got a tiger by the tail and it's plain to see.
Oh.
I'm going to eat it with my dinnery. Yeah, easy to drink, smooth, silky, 7.5. Got the nice tropical fruit flavors as well as the piney grapefruit citrus. Yeah, what would I give this? I'll give it a... I give it an A- and a swallow and a quarter.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I mean, Lagunitas has been a pretty good brewery for us. We've had several of them over the years, and they don't seem to disappoint. As far as IPAs go, I'm not a big fan of the particular segment of the beer.
What I'm not really a fan of with them is they brew Newcastle Brown Ale, and I haven't drank a Newcastle since we did the one by them.
Yeah.
About 5 years ago or whatever it was.
Yeah. I'm just glad they don't say our pronouns or whatever because they're out from California. It says, "What's her secret? Yeah. Come a little closer. Closer still. She knows something you don't. Beer speaks. People mumble." You hear me?
She knows something you don't know.
Beer speaks. People mumble.
That's true.
That could be a tranny.
It could be.
Pronouns are him, her, they, them.
Or was or when, where, what.
What's funny is we're having some renovations being done, and my wife was saying there's a person that she saw that had put stuff up, posted their work, the quality of their work and everything, and she goes, "It really looks nice and everything." And I was about to call them and everything, and I saw that they said their pronouns were they, them. And you know what I said? This tells you the difference, right? She is more Democrat and more liberal than I am, right? Because you're listening to me, Shag Dog?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Someone sent me something. They're like such cute spooks.
Right? So she's more liberal and Democrat than I am. However, when she said she saw that they said their pronouns were they, them, she turned around and didn't bother to even call them. Right? And what did I do? The one that's more on the right side, the one more conservative, the more Republican.
A registered Democrat.
Yeah. But what did I do? I said, yeah, but they have good quality work. I can see it in the picture. I don't care if their pronouns are they, them, or what. Why didn't you call them? You know what I'm saying? I said that to her, and then I turned around and said, well, tell you quite honestly, gay people and all that stuff, they have more attention to detail.
Yeah.
And you know what? She turned around and just laughed. She goes, I thought you would say something else. I said, yeah, because you automatically assumed.
I have no problem with that. What I hate is teaching kids or a sponge of mind crazy shit like that when they're kids.
Yeah,
they're going to be confused.
Yeah, you want to be a girl? You want to be a girl? We'll get you a sex change.
Yeah, and you can't say that because Tommy is now Tamara.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do a twirl, Tamara. But I mean, as far as their own lives and doing what they want to do, fine. But I don't like pushing on kids. I don't even because kids go through phases anyhow.
Look. First of all, like you just said, kids go through phases, and you're not supposed to allow kids to do anything until they're of age to do it, to make that decision for their life.
That's why they're kids.
That's why they're not allowed to have tattoos when they're a kid.
They're 18.
Why they can't vote.
Can't own a firearm in most states now until you're 21. Can't smoke.
Well, personally, I don't think they should be able to vote at 18 even because, quite honestly, their mind is not fully formed even at 18.
Yeah. Even at 22, college students, I think about 26 to 30, maybe.
Yeah, I would say that.
I mean, the only reason I think 18, I'm going to allow it.
Because they go to military.
Yeah, you go in the military, yeah.
And you can fight for the country, but I can't vote?
Hey, there you go. Hey, do a 2-year enlistment, and then you can vote. That'd be a good one.
Well, that means you're 20 years old, and I could have waited until I was 20 to be able to vote.
I thought you could vote as soon as you joined the military.
Oh, okay.
When I turned 18, I couldn't vote because guess what? Fucking it was in the middle, end of the year. But, yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't vote until the following year.
I was almost 19, yep. I didn't vote that time, though. I didn't even vote till I was 20 years old, I think, first time I voted. I voted every year except for 2 times.
The problem I have now is that people are going to vote for a particular individual because of their sex.
Or their top thing they're concerned about is abortion, which is not even on the top 5 or 6 issues.
First of all, right off the bat, there's going to be a lot of people who will vote for Kamala because she's a woman. Then there's going to be a lot of people who will vote for her because she's black. Right, she's the black Obama. Right. So guess what? That's what you're looking at. And here's the funny thing about it. They say most educated people, highly educated people, are gullible. Yeah. And so what did you find out? Most of the highly educated people want to vote for Kamala. And
also the lowest educated also. The ones that got the GED, dropped out of school, 8th, 10th grade.
That doesn't have any common sense.
That believe everything the media says, Yeah. And don't tell me, well, Fox lies. Well, there's only a couple conservative news channels, Fox, Newsmax, and maybe one other small one. NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN.
Look, they're almost owned by all the same people.
Right.
Here's the thing about it. First and foremost, there is no free press because it's mostly owned by the same corporation or same individuals.
There's only 5 companies own all the newspapers in America.
Yeah. So right off the bat, those companies are dictating everything.
Media, I don't know.
Second thing is that you have these people. What did you just say?
I said media, I don't know.
5 different companies, right? All right.
For news, I don't. But media outlets, I don't know how many people own it. How many companies own those? But
they're all connected to the 5 companies.
Very few. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's my thing about that. You got these companies that own and push the agendas and everything. There is no free press in the sense that they don't answer the questions. They're not unbiased. It's all news entertainment. It's not news.
Right.
That ended back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
When in the early 90s, there used to be where you had to, even before the early 90s,
Yeah,
you used to have,
88.
if you allowed somebody to say something about the Democratic Party, well,
Yeah,
you had to have an opposing view.
Yeah, that was 87, I believe, somewhere around there where they made a law.
And that law wasn't renewed, and it turned into news entertainment. That's what spurred CNN to become a big news entertainment channel back then.
Fox will still have somebody who's on the opposite end, but they're so dumb. It's probably the dumbest people of the opposite end. You know, like that one girl, I forget her name. She was really horrible. Juan, he was horrible.
Yeah.
Now there is the one guy. His last name is Ford. He's on Fox.
If you want to really learn something, watch the people from Australia and England talk about us, our country, and talk about our elections, and talk about our presidential candidates and so forth.
All right, what do they say?
Oh my God, they are really against Kamala.
Yeah.
They say only idiots would vote for her and everything like that. They show where she has contradicted everything that she ever said. And the fact that she said that when asked, is there anything you would do differently than what Joe has done?
What'd she say?
In your presidency? She turned around and said, no, I don't really think I would do anything differently. Well, if you're not going to do anything different, why should I vote for you? Because we're not happy right now with the current situation.
Yeah, I just don't know who's happy with even people that are higher middle class or lower rich class, whatever. You're paying more for products.
Everything.
A lot more. And if you don't like having money in your pocket, you're going to vote for the same shit. I don't understand it.
Well, I'm for the environment.
A lot of them believe that price gouging bullshit. It's bullshit. I mean, there might be a little, but guess what? It's still free market, and it's
Let me tell you right now, the best thing that can happen for this country is to get back to a more biblical and more religious, God-fearing.
Yeah. And also parent-fearing.
See, here's the thing. I really started to notice the difference because I listened to a bunch of country music from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And I was listening to it, and I was thinking to myself, you know what? They're talking about patriotism. They're talking about family. They're talking about the Bible. Charlie Daniels talking about the law freeing, talking about just telling their kids to just say no, but then turn around and some panty waist judge lets a drug dealer go, right? That's what he said, basically.
Is that the same one he was talking about lynching people?
Yeah, he was talking about putting them out in the glades.
Drug dealers and criminals. So
yeah, all the criminals, and let the gators and take care of it. Tie them to a stump and watch the alligators and snakes and everything take care.
I like your way of thinking, but if you listen to some music, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, a lot of it is sexual, against conformity, stuff like that too.
You're talking about rock and everything. I'm talking about country in general.
Right. But I mean, country was out by the 80s. I mean, as far as mainstream.
Well, mid 80s.
Yeah, I mean, early to mid 80s. Yeah.
Because you had Kenny Rogers, Barbara Mandrell, all them that were back in the early 80s.
Yeah, but as soon as MTV came out, guess what was in? Pop and rock.
Well, rock and then pop.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is the fact that we, if you look at how the government and how the country has come about from the 1800s going into the 1900s, coming out of the 1900s into the 2000s. In the 1800s, we were more God-fearing people. We went into the 1900s more religious, more pushing. And then when they came out with the radio and everything, you're inviting the radio into your house. So guess what? I don't want any trash. I don't want anything that my kids will hear that's bad and all that stuff. And so the censoring was very strong back then. Same thing with the movies. Same thing when TV came out. Very strong on the censoring of everything. Then in the 60s, it kind of loosened up a little bit. By the 70s, it loosened up quite a bit, where they were allowing some more gritty stuff out in there. And then in the 80s, still a little bubblegum, but the 90s definitely,
Yeah, you had people like Tipper Gore going after the hard rock bands, hair metal bands, which they eventually lost. Oh, that's a big booger stuck in my nose. But I'm thinking back now, probably some of that should have been banned because not all kids take that to heart, but there's a small percentage of retards out there that hear.
Well, a small percentage that are the loners, the ones that don't have parental figures.
Some might not be loners. They might be charismatic type people like Ted Bundy and stuff like that.
Well, the problem is that you have these individuals who are not really, that their parents are not really there.
Or they have something missing.
Yeah, they have something missing. And
even though they seem normal, there's a little piece missing.
Yeah, and I can see it clearly how entering into the early 1930s, 40s, 50s, 60s, we were a much more religious, God-fearing country.
Right.
And then we kind of just slowly got away from God. And even if you don't believe in God, the Ten Commandments, I mean, in general,
are just humane.
You think about those 10 commandments are just 10 laws. 10 laws to live your life by, 10 laws to follow, and everything, And when you start looking at that, you start realizing that ain't all that bad. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Shall not commit no murder. Why,
Why is it taken out of schools and courthouses?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then that kind of stuff doesn't make sense. And so, and then you talk about different religions and everything, but you don't focus on Christian religion, which the nation was built on. You don't touch on all that stuff like you should. And then you push this gay agenda and all that stuff. And I'm telling you right now, I truly believe the gay agenda, and I hate, I'm going to sound like a zealot or a person that's religious and so forth, that a religious zealot or whatever like that. But I'm going to tell you, it is a satanic coming plague on this country and in the world.
Yeah, even I truly believe that. Right there. Some of them, if you want to keep about religious, thou shalt not make any graven image, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord in vain, whatever. But you get down to the number 5, honor thy mother and father.
What's wrong with that?
Thou shalt not kill.
What's wrong with that?
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Nothing wrong with that, right?
Thou shalt not steal. That's a good one, huh?
Yeah.
Or you get your fingers cut off. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
Right.
Lies,
so you don't lie about stuff.
And thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife.
Exactly.
Which I don't know what that really means. Or it says house on this one, but I've seen wife also.
I truly believe that if you follow those alone, the world would be so much better.
Yeah. And some kids never heard that shit in their lives. Probably.
Yeah, that's the sad part. That's the sad part. We're so far away from it that some people have never heard them.
Right.
And here's the thing. I'm not pushing religion. I'm not saying that you should follow God or believe in God or anything like that. But those teachings right there are pretty honest and upfront. I mean, they're pretty straightforward.
Yeah, straightforward moral things to do.
Yeah. And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with having some morals?
Now, everybody that sees it, are they going to follow it? No, but people don't even see it. So all the kids that don't see it.
And here's the thing, yeah, all right. So you might not covet you might end up coveting somebody's wife. You might end up, lusting after somebody, all that stuff. That is human, and that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But why is it that?
Yeah, Jim, we all fall short of the glory of God.
Exactly. I find it difficult to understand. What's so wrong with some of the laws that or the commandments he put forth?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you're going to say man put that forth. Well, okay, so man put that forth with the divine inspiration of God. All right. So what's wrong with it still? What is wrong with not stealing, with not committing murder? With not coveting or being jealous or stealing somebody's wife.
Amen, brother. Lives.
Yeah. What's wrong with what's the matter with honoring your father and mother? I mean,
I don't think I coveted, but I might have coveted a couple wives.
Well, I know I did, but without even knowing.
Yeah, I've done it knowing and probably not knowing.
Yeah, I did too.
Anyhow, Jeremy, let's get off this one. Hey, I can do a quick one. Let's do a top 10 scary.
All right, let's do a top 10.
Top 10 scary characters or scary movies. Or
I don't care. Whichever way you would pick. Surprise me.
Top 10 things you like to do on Halloween. How about that?
Sleep.
Top 10 fun things to do on Halloween. How about that?
Sleep.
As a kid or a teenager.
Sleep.
We'll come up with something different. I'll try to find a light beer.
All right. Sounds good.
Right. Yeah, I'll take it as we're getting our beers.
All right. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. I'm Jammer.
I am Santiam.
We are the Spit or Swallow
Beer Review.